Welcome to round 2 of the spring 2022 season of Old Folks Racing PlayStation. We are in this round in China, the land of COVID, but also beautiful racing circuits like Zhuhai International Circuit. And we are with the Nissan 240 ZG GTS-II. It wouldn't be a Japanese car if it did not have lots of acronyms that no one can understand. This is race 1 and we are going to go through the grids. And we are going to do that with the chase camera. That is Darren Heads, championship leader, reigning champion, also in pole position, followed by Dale Taylor. They're running almost the same livery. This is going to be fun. Then it's Kev Allen and Diogo Silva on the second row, Simon Allen and Scott Davely on the third, John Scott and Rob Oldham on the fourth, Gonçalo Mota and Jorge Jesus. Surprising to see Jorge so far down the order, with Rob Burton and Todd Antonio completing the 12 starters for this race. We are going to go back trackside to watch this amazing start, and it's going to be a very fun race, I'm sure. And we are waiting for the green lights, and away they go, and it's a good start by the Diogo Silva back there. No, it was someone else in the white livery, and Dale Taylor is going to go into the lead in that number 72, followed by Darren Head in the same number 72. Do they all go through? Ooh, that's very civilized through the first corner. No clashes whatsoever as Dale Taylor and Darren Head swap positions from the start. Look at Kev Allen making a good move there. It's fit! Oh! Disaster! Disaster for Kev Allen as he gets hit by Diogo Silva. Let's have a look at what happened here. Let's zoom in the Kev Allen. Oh, he just lost it. Look at this. Diogo Silva loses quite and it gets hit from behind. Oh, all sorts of carnage at the back. And oh dear, oh look at this. Diogo Silva and another driver almost that was, I believe, Rob Burton. Yes, that's Rob Burton on the inside of Diogo Silva. Didn't quite work. And Diogo Silva has lost a lot of time. Yes, he's in 8th spot. Oh, Kev Allen continues to go down the order. Look at this. He's messed up another corner. And he is down in 9th spot. Look at this. Rob Oldham is on the outside of Kev Allen. And we are going to try to understand what's going on at the front with... Oh, look at that. That was close in there. That was Simon Allen up into 4th. Scott Davely is up into 3rd. And look at Rob Burton. He's up into 5th. And we are going to go on board with him because I think that we have quite an exciting story here. Let's look at this from the very beginning. Let's look at this from the very beginning, as Rob was actually in, well, was it 7th? Well, no, he was in 10th, and then he's in 5th. Look at this. He goes on the inside of Rob Oldham there. Oh, someone else. Oh, and Jorge Jesus made quite an ambitious move there. He goes, oh, look at that. He's just overtaking everyone. He goes, no, he's side by side with Diogo Silva. And contact there between the two drivers, and ooh, look at that. That was a tricky one, but Rob is now on the inside for the next corner, and he's under pressure, but he goes up into 6th. Now Kev Allen is off the road, and he goes back into 5th, and he was almost getting 4th from Simon Allen. That was quite... oh no, almost there. Almost got 4th from Simon Allen, who got bumped from behind by Gonçalo Mota, and still survived it all. There he is, Rob Burton ahead of Gonçalo Mota in 5th place, Gonçalo in 6th place, 7th is Diogo Silva, 8th is Jorge Jesus, and this part of the midfield is very, very active indeed, as Gonçalo Mota is now making a good move on Rob Burton, and they keep doing small kisses to one another that almost looks like, ooh, look at this side by side through the last corner. That's going to be fun. I think Gonçalo has got the inside line, but look at this. Rob has got more momentum, but Gonçalo is now, look at that. Diogo Silva is going in the middle of the two. This is great stuff, and he makes up at least one position to Rob Burton and Gonçalo Mota. Oh, look at that. This looks like NASCAR on an oval there. Oh, dear. And they contact there with Rob Burton, and we are going to have to see this from the onboard. Oh my, this was amazing stuff. Let's look at this from Rob Burton again, as he is really having the time of his life. Oh no, it was... Look at this, he's defending from Gonçalo Mota. There is Gonçalo, there is Diogo Silva, there is Jorge Jesus, and they is losing all sorts of positions. But now it's turn one, and who is going to be... Oh, and Jorge was trying to go in a very narrow gap indeed between Diogo and Gonçalo. That was like a Portuguese threesome there. Unfortunately, it didn't end up badly for neither of the drivers. But oh, and Darren Head has taken the lead. We are going to see what happened, because there was a change for the lead. I'm sorry that we missed that. It seems to have been a while ago. But for sure, we would not, our coverage would not be complete. Oh, look at that, it was really a while ago. Oh dear, what happened to the... Ooh, it was really a while ago. We're going to have to fast forward this again, as Darren was very quick recovering the... Oh, there he is. Oh, it was a mistake there by Dale. There you go, mistake by Dale Taylor, and almost looks like he let Darren through. And Darren is the leader, Scott Davely in third spot. Let's go on board with the American for a bit. He is in the third place. That was a good first lap for him as well, as we saw lots of action. And we may be able to fast forward this a little bit, because we've already seen the action behind these drivers, as we are never able to see Scott Davely going so quick as now. Let's enjoy it for a little bit more time. Yeah, that's the end of the lap. Lots of stuff happening behind these drivers. Simon Allen is in fourth place. Now, the net result of all the drama is that Gonçalo Mota is up into fifth after that threesome in turn one, and Diogo Silva is down into sixth. Rob Oldham is in seventh. Kev Allen still 10th, as now Diogo Silva is focusing on recovering the position from Gonçalo Mota. We are on lap 2. It's a long race, by the way, 12 laps. A long time to go on the... Oh, and Gonçalo has run wide there, and here comes Diogo Silva on the inside, and that was an easy pass. That was an easy pass, because Gonçalo lost a lot of momentum and lost the position to Rob Oldham as well. On board with Rob Oldham, he is now in sixth place, and he is doing a good job recovering from a relatively poor starting position, but he's doing a good job. Diogo Silva up to fifth, now behind Simon Allen. Diogo Silva fourth place at the start, already fifth after losing a little bit of time. And Jorge Jesus and Gonçalo Mota is going really down the order. Oh, and something happened there with Gonçalo. Let's go. This corner is almost flat out. Is he going to lose it? Oh, big time losing it. And gets hit by someone, I'm sure. Oh! Gets hit by John Scott. Was it John? No, it wasn't John Scott. John Scott is recovering. Oh, it was Todd Antonio. Oh, look at that. Oh, it was Cavallo and Todd Antonio. Look at that. Up in the air goes Cavallo, who is having quite an opening stint in this race. Todd Antonio nowhere to go. Cavallo nowhere to go either. Gonçalo Mota drops to last. John Scott has lost a lot of positions. We couldn't quite figure out what happened. Just too much action to follow. But John is in 11th. 10th is Cavallo, and he's really having quite the afternoon so far. 9th is Todd Antonio, up to 8th is Rob Burton, 7th is Jorge Jesus, 6th is Rob Oldham, and we are now in familiar territory with Diogo Silva 5th. Simon Allen is in 4th. And Dale Taylor has recovered the lead again, and this recovered the lead, but immediately, oh dear, Dale Taylor has recovered the lead, but we are going to see what happened to him after he recovered the lead. It seems to me that he has lost a lot of time, and we are going to find out why. And is it in this tricky corner? Oh yes, it just continues to turn left when the corner clearly required him to turn right. And look at that, he's dropping down the order. He's lost 4th, he's lost 5th, he's lost 7th. He's lost a lot of momentum. He is behind Jorge Jesus. He's in 7th place. Disaster for Dale Taylor after such a good run for 2 laps. He is now on the 3rd lap, made a significant mistake. Now this leaves Darren Head in the lead of the race. Again, Darren leading, and now more comfortably so. Scott Davely in 2nd place. Simon Allen up into a podium position. But the action is right behind him, and we are going to follow that because Diogo Silva is in 4th place. And look at Rob Oldham. Oh, Diogo lost it almost there through that corner. Here comes Diogo Silva. Here comes Rob Oldham in 5th, and Jorge Jesus is in 7th. And the fast-moving Dale Taylor is in. Jorge Jesus is in 6th, and Dale Taylor is in 7th. I'm sorry about this small mistake. Now behind these drivers, John Scott is up into 9th, into 8th, and what happened to Kev Allen? Kev Allen is now having an open bonnet, and I don't remember seeing, he's recovered it now, because of course there's no damage in Old Folks Racing PlayStation. I don't remember 2 messy laps like these ones for Kev Allen in that number 84, the yellow livery. He is now 21 seconds behind the leader after 3 laps. 12th is Todd Antonio, and John Scott has gone through Gonçalo Mota up into 9th. Let's look at that. Well, we seem to have quite an interesting battle here, starting in 4th, although Diogo Silva is actually not that far. Simon Allen, and Simon Allen is definitely not far behind Scott Davis. Scott lost a bit of time there. Look at that, in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th are Jorge Jesus and Dale Taylor. They are not far away from this pack. As we expected, this car does provide good racing. Lots of opportunities for drivers to make mistakes, and also, well, the braking distance is a bit long, to say the least. Look at that, they're braking very early there. This car does have a problem stopping on time, that the Nissan. And look at that, Simon Allen is very keen to take that 2nd place from Scott Davely, and Rob Oldham is very keen as well. Look at that, Rob Oldham is all over the place in terms of Diogo Silva. Here comes Rob Oldham on the inside. Diogo Silva defends that 4th position. Darren Head is ahead of everyone as usual. Look at that, Simon Allen now lost a bit of momentum, and here come Diogo Silva and Rob Oldham. Look at that, Simon Allen really lost quite a lot of time. He lost almost a second, and here come, look at that, running wide in turn 1. Rob Oldham also a small mistake there. We do seem to have a battle for 2nd. Let's check out what's happening elsewhere. No major movement, except that Dale Taylor is ahead of Jorge Jesus. Dale Taylor is again in the... No, he's not. We are going to try to find what happened to Jorge Jesus, if it's obvious or not. And it is obvious that something happened in turn 1. And this is what happened, just turned in too much and then lost it in the grass, in the gravel, and that's how he lost 7th place. Reset button, can he hold on from Rob Burton? It seems to me that he can. Dale Taylor is now up into 6th, but the battle is... Oh, and someone has run wide there, and that's Rob Oldham. Rob Oldham has run... Well, he's not run wide, he basically didn't turn. There you see, there's a turn there. Oh, it's again copy-paste from Dale Taylor. He just turns in too much, kisses the curb, and then kisses goodbye to his 5th spot. Dale Taylor is up into 5th. Jorge Jesus is through as well. So is John Scott and Rob Burton. So disaster for Rob Oldham as he drops from basically 5th to 9th in a matter of one corner. He's under pressure from a recovering Gonçalo Mota, who is in 3rd place. Let's look back at the battle for... Oh, and Diogo Silva has overtaken Simon Allen, and it seems that this was a proper overtake. Ooh, look at that, that was close. Oh, and Simon, oh, he just lost it there. Recovers, oh, and recovers quite nicely actually, as he recovers to be side by side with Diogo. Now they're going side by side into the long straight, and Diogo is trying to use the inside line to the next corner. Simon Allen breaks later, but Diogo does have the inside line, so it's going to be job done for Diogo Silva up into 3rd place. Simon Allen not happy with that mistake, and he's coming back at Diogo almost immediately. Dale Taylor is not far behind. Look at this, Simon Allen on the inside, and Simon Allen is going to recover that position. They're going to go side by side. No, Simon Allen is on the inside, but now Diogo Silva has the better exit, and almost contact there, but they behave very nicely with one another, and Simon Allen is again in the 3rd spot. Beautiful battle between two drivers that of course know how to battle with one another. Look at that, Diogo Silva almost lost it, but Simon Allen also lost a little bit of speed there through the last corner. Now what's happening at the front? 3.3 is the gap that Darren has over Scott Lively. Scott Lively now with a bit more breathing space over... Oh, and Simon Allen has the bit of late braking there, and here comes Diogo Silva. Now they are side by side again into turn 1. Ooh, look at that, almost contact again, but now who is going to be ahead? Diogo Silva seems to me that he's ahead. Oh, Simon Allen is in the curb, and Diogo Silva again job done, but crucially, can he hold on now to this 3rd position? Oh, Simon Allen, small mistake there at the exit of that tricky chicane. Diogo Silva up into 3rd place. Simon Allen coming back at him again, now into this heavy braking zone, and seems to me that Diogo now has 1 or 2 car lengths over Simon, so we can focus our efforts elsewhere. Dale Taylor recovering now in 5th place. Jorge Jesus in 6th. 7th is John Scott. 8th is Rob Burton. 9th is Gonçalo Mota. Gonçalo not able to mount a challenge yet for 8th place, and the recovering Kev Allen is now ahead of the of the identical car that is Rob Oldham. Oh, and it's Rob Burton. Rob Burton has made a mistake, and we are going to see if... Oh, it seems to me that he might have had some help there. Or did he? Oh, no, he spins. Oh, he spins, and... oh, still got some help there from Gonçalo Mota into the gravel trap. I'm not sure if Gonçalo had a lot of leeway there to avoid him or not. We're going to go on board with Gonçalo there. I think he just was surprised, and oh yes, I think Gonçalo was hoping that Rob just kept spinning, but Rob actually recovered right into the pathway that Gonçalo Mota was pursuing. Let's go and quickly watch the race leader. Now we are at the midpoint of this race, lap 6 out of 12. Scott Lively in 2nd place, and he's losing touch with Darren. 3.8 seconds now. Look at this, Diogo Silva is not far behind Scott, but still a second between the two, the same gap as between Diogo Silva and Simon Allen in 4th place. With Simon Allen has again lost a bit of time there in turn 1. and it seems to me that Diogo Silva has recovered some ground in turn 1, so this should be an interesting lap potentially. Del Taylor in 5th, Jorge Jesus in 6th, John Scott in 7th, and Kev Allen has gone ahead of Gonçalo Mota. This is how he did it. Gonçalo is on the inside, and ooh, that was close. But I think Kev is going to emerge ahead, or is he? No, he's actually not going to emerge ahead at all. He is going to emerge behind Gonçalo Mota. Now, more work to do for the 2020 champion to move into 8th spot. And Diogo Silva is really close now to Scott Davely. Very close indeed through this slow section. Let's look at it seems to me that Kev Allen again was trying something, and something that didn't work, because Gonçalo Mota was perfectly entitled to shut the door on the Yorkshire driver, and he continues to be in 9th. But these are the closest battles right now. Look at that, there's another good battle going on between Jorge Jesus and John Scott. That's the battle for 6th, because Jorge Jesus has actually lost a position. We did not see what happened, but Jorge is trying to come back at John. So lots of battles through the field, and here comes now Jorge Jesus on the outside, as it's not a very customary. Oh, and he's done it. Gonçalo Mota. Oh, and this is Kev Allen now trying to get a better run out of the penultimate corner, and trying to go on the inside for the last corner. Can he do it? Gonçalo is trying to protect his position. Kev Allen is on the inside. Where is Gonçalo? Shuts the door on him again. Oh, but runs wide now. Crucially, here comes Kev Allen. He's got better momentum through the straight, and I believe that he is going to go ahead. Yes, he is. Kev Allen is up into 8th place. Jorge Jesus has... Oh, Diogo Silva also has managed to overtake... Oh, and we are going to see what happened here. This was at the exit of turn 1. Diogo Silva, good exit from turn 1, and now he's got a run, realistic run there, and he's going to go on the inside and breaks in time, and Scott Davely tries to come back at him, but unsuccessfully so. Diogo Silva protects his position, and he's up into 2nd place. But of course, this tussle between these two drivers means that Darren Head is again more ahead of both of them. 5.2 seconds, as Scott Davely is now under pressure from Simon Allen. Simon Allen is trying to get the podium here in this race. He's been very competitive with this combo, and he is actually getting closer and closer to Scott. And look at Del Taylor. Del Taylor is not that far behind. Look at this. Scott Davely has a poor exit there from that crucial corner before the final straight, and here comes Simon Allen on the inside. Scott has to leave room. Now he's trying to get Simon at the exit, but again unsuccessfully so, and Scott Davely is down from 2nd to 4th in the matter of a few corners. Or is he is coming back at Simon Allen? He's coming back on the inside, but Simon Allen just takes the corner and is going to go. Oh, and Simon Allen now benefiting from a bit of a push there from Scott Davely. So Simon lost a bit of momentum at the last corner, but then got a bit of help from Scott. Anyways, he maintains the position. I'll tell you what, Del Taylor is doing very good times indeed. 1:47.2. He's the fastest man in the entire field. Alonso Fonso, Jorge Jesus behind him is also very quick. The leader is 47.8. Diogo Silva 48.3. Of course, this was a lap where he had to overtake Scott Davely, so definitely lost a few tenths there. Let's now see what's the gap going to be between 1st and 2nd. We are 3 laps away from the end of this race 1, and the closest battle is here. Kev Allen has lost more time. He was up into 8th place and now he's down into 10th. Let's see if something obvious happened, or doesn't seem to be on this lap. Kev Allen is really having a very tricky race. Oh, and then he's well, he was coming behind, or he's already behind Rob Oldham, and loses it again in the last corner. So not sure what happened before this, but certainly he lost time. Rob Burton is in 11 after that contact with Gonçalo Mota. Gonçalo in 8th spot. John Scott in 7th, and he's lost a lot of time as Jorge Jesus has opened a gap of around 2 seconds. Dale Taylor is very close indeed to Scott Davely, and Scott just dropping down the order quite quickly. He was second just a couple of laps ago, and here comes Dale Taylor on the inside. That was a little bit ambitious there, as the Scott was already turning in for that corner, but that number 9 is struggling a little bit. Maybe tire wear, maybe it's a problem, and here comes Dale Taylor on the outside. He's got more momentum, and who is going to be the last of the late breakers? It is Dale Taylor in that number 72. He recovers, now he's up into 4th. Scott Davely dropping down the order. He was second, was overtaken by Diogo Silva, by Simon Allen, and by Dale Taylor. He's now in 5th. Now let's look at the leaders' times. 1:47.9 for Darren Head. Now Diogo Silva in 2nd place, now 1:47.7, just a couple of tenths quicker. Simon Allen 1:47.7. Dale Taylor is the fastest man now on the track, 1:46.5. That's a very quick. He's the only driver in the 1:46s, and he's getting very close to Simon Allen. So Simon trying to defend that podium. We are on lap 10. Oh, look at this. Simon Allen just drifted a little bit, and Dale Taylor, oh, Dale Taylor actually lost time there. What happened to Dale Taylor in that corner? He just ran wide, did he? Yes, he did. Oh, look at that. He runs wide and loses a bit of time. Here comes Scott Davely trying to recover that spot. Can Scott recover 4th place? Not quite. Look at this. Dale Taylor has certainly got issues. He's very quick, but now he's making mistake after mistake. And here comes Scott Davely now. He's really close. They're really nose to tail there. And Scott is going to try to go on the inside here. Didn't quite work. The gap at the front is now just 3.8 seconds. But only 2 laps to go at the end of this one. Darren Head trying to protect the gap. Dale Taylor trying to check out from Scott Davely again and mount a late challenge to Simon Allen's podium. Look at that, he's trying very hard indeed. Almost losing it there under braking, and definitely losing it at the exit. That is quite spectacular, but not exactly quick around this Zhuhai International Circuit. I'm not really sure how much international racing there is in this circuit, but nevertheless it has international in the name, as now leader Darren Head is already on the penultimate lap as Dale Taylor tries to recover ground again. Let's see what's happening behind these drivers. Jorge Jesus is in 6th and he's running on his own. John Scott is in 7th. There he is at the back. He's running on his own. Gonçalo Mota is 8th. He's running on his own. And Kev Allen has again recovered a position to be 9th. Down to 10th is Rob Oldham. Rob Burton is in 11th, and Todd Antonio is in 12th. All drivers are still running, but we are going to try to see and follow Dale Taylor, because it seems to me that he is the driver to watch in this final couple of laps. The gap at the front is bigger again. Well, it's 3.8, 3.7. Well, it's getting smaller, as Diogo Silva was 7/10 quicker in this lap, but now just 1.5 laps to go in this race. Simon Owen tried to hold on dearly to that podium, and Diogo Silva in second place. There he is, making a small mistake there. Well, making some big mistake there. And Simon Owen also making a mistake at the exit. And this is the problem with this combo. I think sometimes drivers behind just make mistakes in sympathy, as they focus too much on what's happening right in front of them. Now, this is the last lap of the race for leader Darren Head. It seems to me, with 4 seconds in hand, that he is comfortable. Second place is Diogo Silva. Third is Simon Owen, and Simon Owen, if anything, is actually closer to second place than being under threat from Dale Taylor. Dale lost a bit of momentum there. Simon Owen, very good lap there, 147.457, and Dale Taylor 147.68. Scott Davley is in fifth. Darren Head is now 3.6 seconds ahead of Diogo Silva. Just a few more corners to go, and it seems to me that Simon Owen could be a threat. He's a bit too far behind to make a realistic move, and Dale Taylor has spun there. Dale Taylor almost spun. We are going to see again, this was a classic run wide and then lost it on the curb, and here comes Scott Davley. This is the last lap of the race, and Scott is coming with a lot of momentum, but Dale Taylor is trying to defend. This is the last lap of the race, and Scott Davley not very aggressive there on the inside line. Darren Head is already in the last few corners of this race. It's going to be 3 wins in a row at the season start. The reigning champion is making a huge statement that he wants to be the Spring 2022 champion as well, and he is going to take that checkered flag here at Zhuhai International Circuit. Last corner for Darren Head, and now the way is clear, and he's going to go, and Diogo Silva running very wide there in the last corner, but Darren Head wins it. Second place Diogo Silva, third place Simon Owen, fourth is going to be Dale Taylor, and fifth is going to be Scott Davley. Sixth is going to be Jorge Jesus. Nice drifting there. Again, not sure that's the fastest way around that particular corner, but George, nevertheless, no threat for his sixth place. Seventh is going to be John Scott. Another good finish. Eighth is going to be Gonçalo Mota. Look at this, Gonçalo Mota, and Kev loses it in the last corner, trying to attack Gonçalo Mota. Finishes in 8th place. 10th is going to be Rob Oldham, and Rob is losing it again in the last corner, and he's losing it big time there. Can he recover? Oh dear, he is literally, he loses it completely. He loses 10th place to Rob Burton. That is a disaster. Couldn't press the reset button, and we have to see this from the onboard. What happened to Rob Oldham? There he is on the onboard. Last corner of the race. He's not under pressure, but look at that, just loses it. He's going to hit the barrier. No, he does not hit it on the right hand side, but does so on the left. Now he's reverse, but there goes Rob Burton into 11th, and where is Todd Antonio? He's not that far behind. I think that Rob Oldham is going to finish in 11th. Yes, he does. And 12th is going to be Todd Antonio. This has been a very good race indeed. Lots of entertainment. And it's bye for now. Darren Head, 3 out of 3. Who can stop Darren Head? No one is the answer so far. as he wins again in race 1. What will happen in race 2? Stay tuned for more action from Old Folks Racing PlayStation in your favorite Love Area channel. Until then, is bye-bye.